Hello everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. In this session, we're going to focus on lifting weights and movement with resistance band and actual weights. So I guess it's not lifting weights then all the time. Anyways, we're doing resistance training with a differential side to side. So one arm will be a slightly heavier weight than the other arm, and then we're going to switch to make sure we're even side to side. That's really beneficial because in life, you're rarely lifting something that's even side to side to both arms. So it's helpful to exercise with that concept in mind. I'm using some elastic bands here. One's heavier and the other is lighter. I'm going to have them about shoulder height or a little higher, and I have some weights to lift as well. Again, my weights are adjustable, so I can have two weights of the same, and then I'm going to add to one to make that differential possible for me. Feel free to hit pause and let's get going. I'm going to start standing with the resistance bands. Again, one's heavier, one's lighter. Legs parallel, hip distance. Bands are about shoulder height. They do make door anchors for resistance band. I recommend you buy them. They're really great and helpful and kind of invaluable because it's hard to pull things without like a resistance band with an attachment. It's really good. Legs hip distance parallel. Now, as you bend your elbows and shoulders behind, you're just going to squat. Pull back and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Let your focus change to where you're looking, and then return. You look where your chest points. Again, pull to the squat. 9, great job, and then return. Here, my arms, 8, are having a differential of weight. One's heavier, one's lighter. Breathe deeply. It's not a big difference, 7, but it is noticeable. Control, easy breathe. Again, my body is going to work differently. 6, with one weight heavier than the other one, my body has to respond a little bit differently. 5, and if both arms are evenly weighted. Breathe deeply. Make sure your hips don't shift over to the heavier or lighter side. 4, knees go forward. They don't touch each other or go away from each other. Pull and squat together. 3, excellent work, everyone. Again, easy. Pull and drive it together. 2, one more time. Control, easy. Pull and squeeze together. And this pulling, squatting thing is a really great warm-up to get the whole body to be coordinated and to get some circulation. Now, I'm going to switch sides here. Now, the other arm is heavier, the other arm is lighter. It's the same resistance that I just did. Try it again. 10. And then return. Easy. Squat to pull. Breathe deeply. 9. Good, everyone. Take your time. Again, lean forward. Look down where your chest is facing. 8. Good. Again, shoulder blades draw together as the hips go back. Breathe deeply. 7. Fantastic work here. Squat to pull. 6, changing your gaze and focus. Take your time, take a break, no big deal. 5, keep the back of the heel bone on the floor the whole time. Again, breathe, pull. 4. What's really fascinating is on the second time around, 3, my body's having a harder time differentiating the weight side to side. Breathe deeply. 2, I find that really interesting, as if the arm that did a heavier band is not quite sure if it's not a heavy or a light band, right? Now, we're going to have some weights, right? One arm has more weight than the other one, and it's not that different. So I have 5 pounds in each hand, and then adding 3 pounds to the heavier side. We're going to do this in the squat pattern again. From the profile view, it's just a bending of the knees, squat, right? And then bicep curl and push the arms up. Elbows in front of you, bend to squat. Curl and press. 9. Take your time. Change your focus with the bending. And drive it up. 8. Only bend as far as you have comfort to all your joints. Breathe deeply. 7, your knees especially. Easy. Gentle. Breathe deeply. Good, everyone. 6. Send those hips back and down. Breathe deeply. 5. It's not about how low your chest can go. It's about that sitting motion with the hips. Breathe deeply. 4. If I'm going too fast for you, take a slower tempo. No big deal. 3. Really good job. Easy. Gentle. Good, everyone. Breathe deeply. 2. One more time. Control. Easy. Yeah, that went by so fast. And I'm going to take the lighter weight to the other hand. I know this one facing you, I think, right? Legs, hip distance parallel. So when I bend, hips go back. My knees don't come together or go apart. They just go generally forward. I bicep curl and press up to the sky. 10. Elbows are in front of me on the way up and the way down. 9, it's going to be tempting to have to go onto the side, and it's not wrong. It's just a different pathway. 8, it's just slightly more aggressive than having your elbows in front of you. 7, so don't worry about if it's hard to control. There's a lot to think about here, as there always is. 6, anytime you move any joint of your body, or can be. Breathe deeply. 5, depending how you look at things. Easy. Sit back, lengthen. 4. As you squat, make sure your shoulders are resisting gravity. Try not to let them round forward. Breathe deeply. 3. Take your time. Make sure your weight doesn't shift over to the heavier side. 2. Easy. Everything stays in the middle, even though the arms have a differential weight. Rest. Excellent job. That's not so bad. All right. Then we repeat, going back to the resistance band. 1 heavier, 1 lighter. Legs parallel, hip distance. Easy. Pull to, shoulder blades squeeze together, leaning forward, and then return. Again, easy. Pull and squeeze together here. 9. Good, everyone. Control. Easy. Breathe. 8. Really good job here. Fantastic. Change your focus with the bending of the ankles. 7. Great job there. Again, hips go back and down. Breathe deeply. 6. Great, everyone. Control. Knees go forward. 5. As long as the back of the hip bone stays on the floor, knees can go forward as far as you need them to. 4. Without joint pain or strain. Breathe deeply. Gentle. Pulling. 3. Excellent work there. 2 more. Pull. Shoulder blades squeeze together. 2. One more time. Again, pull. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Really good job. And I'm switching sides here. Right? Same thing. When you're ready, you can always hit pause. Squat and pull together. 10. Easy breathe. Again, shoulder blades draw together, breathing. 9. Good, everyone. Take your time. Hips go back and down gently. 8. Take your focus with you. Breathe deeply. Pull. 7. Take a break. It's no big deal. Shoulder blades draw together behind you. 6. Really powerful work here. Pull and squeeze together. 5. Excellent work here. Breathe. Pull and squeeze together. 4. And again, this squatting and pulling motion. 3. The bands help support this squat motion. Breathe deeply. 2. And help you get the sense that when you bend, the back of your shoulders have to work a lot to resist gravity. Because like when I talked about with the weights, when you squat, the shoulders are being pulled forward by gravity, so you have to actually resist that. Going back to our weights, right? One hand's heavier, other hand's lighter. Doesn't matter which way you choose to start that. Legs parallel, hip distance. Right, so we're gonna bend to the squat that we just practiced. Here, straightening, push the arms up gives assistance to actually lift the weight. So as I push to stand tall, driving the weight up, 9 is helpful. That's why I've chosen that. Breathe deeply, easy. 8, make sure your knees are comfortable, only go as far as you have comfort. Breathe deeply. 7, take your time. Inhale, exhale the whole day here. Push and drive. 6, fantastic. Squatting, great everyone. Push and drive. 5, very good job. Easy. Breathe, gentle. Push. 4, control. Really good job. Gentle. Elbows in front of you. 3, take your focus with you. Breathing. Keep the back of the hip bone on the floor. 2, knees don't come together or apart like they're on individual tracks. Just go straight forward. Rest. I'm going to switch the lighter weight to the other side. I'll do it facing you here. Legs parallel, hip distance. Take a break, hit pause, no big deal. Bend, squat, curl and drive up. 10, you got it. Easy breathe, take your time. Again, drive it up. 9, control, ease. I can really feel that weight differential here down the second round. It's much more sensitive to it. Breathe deeply, control, breathe. 7, things to watch out for, especially as you stand tall, that you don't shift your weight. 6, over to or away from the heavier side. Breathe deeply. 5. So you're trying to be as even as you can, even though 4, the weights are distributed unevenly. Breathe deeply. 3, a really foundational practice. Easy. Control. Great job there. Breathe. 2. One more time. Really good. Easy. Breathe. Drive. That was such a good feeling. Excellent work. Last round of this series. I'm going to start with the resistance bands again. In that legs hip distance parallel stance. Again, squat and pull, shoulder blades come together, and then return. Again, easy. Breathe. Take your time. 9. Again, you can always take a break. Nothing wrong with taking a break. 8, you don't need anyone's permission to take a break. Just take it. No big deal. Shoulder blades squeeze together. 7. Excellent work there. Pull. Drive together behind you. 6. Take your time. Keep the very back of the heel bone glued to the floor. 5, shoulder blades draw together, breathe, pull, squeeze together. 4, excellent work there. Again, pull, squeeze, shoulder blades together. 3, excellent job, really good. Easy, pull, drive. 2, one more time, control, easy, pull. Yeah, really good job. I'm going to reverse that. So now the other hand is light, the other hand is heavy. You can always hit pause. Here we go. Pull and squeeze together. 10, good everyone, control. Again, drive it, pull it, reach. 9. Fantastic work there. Easy. Pull to 8. Excellent work, everyone. Breathe deeply. Again, lean back with those hips. 7. Control. Hips go back and down. 6. That's right. Shoulder blades go back with the elbows. 5. Make sure the top of the shoulder goes back as well. 4. Not just the bottom of the shoulder, the top of the shoulder as well. Breathe deeply. 3. Tries to move back behind you with the elbows. Breathe deeply. 2. So don't just point the top of the shoulder forward. Pull the top of the shoulder back with you. 1. And rest. Excellent job. And then we have our last round of this series with a differential weight. Doesn't matter which way you go. I'll start profile again. Here we go. Gently squat. You can always hit pause. Curl and press 10. And this sort of thing looks deceptively simple. 9. But moving your body in these patterns, in these lines. 8. Strengthens the very center of your most basic movement. 7. Making you stronger where you need it most. Breathe deeply. 6. Control. Very foundational. Easy breathe. 5. It may seem a little bit milquetoast and repetitive. 4. And that's because it is. But that repetitiveness. 3. Along these major thoroughfares and pathways and patterns. 2. Are deeply, deeply strengthening. 1. And that's the real advantage of practicing this types of movements, that we use this type of patterning a lot in our life. And the more you practice it, the better you get at it. And doing some weights on top of those basic movements are really, really foundational for your long-term health and well-being. Last round of change the weights, squat and press 10. Again, you can always take a break here. Breathe deeply. 9. Easy. You cannot practice squatting enough in your life. 8. Easy. Control. It's foundational to movement and strength. 7. Easy. It's not a cure-all for everything, but it definitely helps. 6. And as long as your joints are pain-free during and or after. 5. It's a great thing to practice. If you have pain during and or after. 4. You need to change the trajectory of your joints while practicing. 3. To make it more appropriate for you. Easy. Breathe. 2. One more time. Control. Curl and drive it up. And then rest. Excellent job. Now, this next series, yes, there's more. Shock of shocks. We're going to do a pushing motion. One hand is heavy, the other hand is light. One leg is forward, other leg back. I'm in the middle between the bands, centered left to right. Back leg is straight, heel down, front knee is bent, legs are hip distance parallel. Push both arms forward. Elbows bend behind you. Shoulder blades come together. Shoulder blades separate. 9. If it's too easy, you would step further forward away from the attachment. Too hard, step closer. 8. Just right means you would stay. Breathe deeply. 7. Excellent work, everyone. Control. Breathe deeply. 6. So on this round, because my legs are also different. 5. When I do this again, I'm going to reverse my legs. I'll explain that in a second. 4. Just acknowledge now that my camera leg, 3, the one that's closest to you, is the one that's forward. 2 to start. Let's see if I can remember that when I come back here again. 1, rest. Now we're going to switch, right? Other hand is heavier, other hand is light. I'm also switching my legs, right? So now the other leg is straight forward and I push. 10. Whew, that's a fun one, right? That body really does struggle to figure that out. 9. Easy. This arm that was lighter, it was like, oh, this is not the same. I had to put the pedal to the metal there. 7. Body just stays forward, lean slightly forward. 6. Take your time. Breaks are great. Drive it out there. 5. Nice work, everyone. Control. Breathe and push. 4. Drive it all the way forward there. Breathe deeply. 3. Excellent job. Push. Drive. 2. This lunge stance is really foundational as well to practice because it comes up a lot in daily movement. Now, we're going to hold our squat pattern that we did earlier. You can move the band higher if they have the option. That would be more assistive. You're going to find that squat position here that we did earlier. And then you're going to pull here. 10. You're just holding the squat. Breathe deeply. And again, pull it to 9. Good one. Control. Easy. Again, breathe deeply. 8. Navel towards your heart. Breathe till the shoulder blades come down together. 7. So always with the shoulder blades moving with the arms. 6. They support one another. It's never just an arm bone motion. 5. The scapula are involved. Your wing bones are involved much. 4. All of the time. Make sure your knees don't come together or push apart. 3. Good work, everyone. Control. Breathe deeply. 2. Excellent work. Really leaning forward. 1. and then rest. We're going to switch the resistance there. And I am leaning forward here, more forward with my torso than I would in a traditional squat. And that's fine. That's just to help get the line of pull, meaning I'm pulling from overhead down directly. 10. Easy. Take your time. Legs are even. 9. You got it. Take a break. No big deal. Pull it together strongly. 8. Good one. Easy breathe. Pull it together. 7. You got it. Easy. Pull to you. 6. Nice work there. Pull the shoulder blades down and together. 5. Then up and release. Breathe. Down and together. 4. Every single time. Up to release. Pressure to your heel bones. 3. Make sure you don't come off of that. Breathe deeply. 2. Your toes should not have all of your weight here. Breathe. Easy. Yeah. And then return and rest. Excellent job. Now we're going to reverse that again. Now in this other round, before this, I started with my camera foot forward, so now I'm going to start with my other leg forward, just to be as symmetrical as I can. Elbows are behind me, shoulders back together, and I push here. 10. I can really feel that difference. Nice. 9. What a fun integration. Breathe deeply. 8. Front leg bent, back leg straight. 7. Again, these are foundational lines to move along. 6. Easy. Pushing. This is a push-up pattern. 5. When we did this facing the wall the other way. 4. The other series, it was a pulling pattern. 3. Both are foundational for your long-term health and well-being. 2. Again, it looks deceptively easy. Rest. But these motions, these patterns are integral to your long-term health and well-being because we need them to be strong and steady to navigate our lives with simplicity. Here we go. 10. Woo! Easy breathe. Drive it out. 9. Elbows and shoulders go behind you and then they separate. 8. They go forward. Return. Great job. Push and drive. 7. Nice. Everyone control. Drive and reach out there. 6. Make sure the hips don't go out to the side. Breathe deeply. 5. You just stay on the incline forward with your body. 4. Breathing deeply. Excellent work here. Push and reach. 3. Fantastic. Easy. Drive. 2. One more time. Easy. Push and reach. Bend it in. And then reverse. Really great job. You can also do this in the lunge stance if you'd like. We're going to try it here this way for our last 2 rounds in the lunge stance. 10. Easy breathe. Pull it to you. Nice. So you're leaning forward quite aggressively here. Breathe deeply. 8. You can see my torso is trying to be in line. 7. When the arms are straight, I have a line from the point of attachment. 6. Through my hips. So I have to lean forward quite a bit. 5. To accomplish that. If my body is more upright, that's fine as well. 4. It just slightly changes the emphasis. Breathe deeply. 3. Do what works best for you. 2. And I started with my camera foot forward here again on this one. Let's see if I can remember that. Great job. I'm going to switch sides again. Other leg forward, other leg back, and I'm leaning forward quite a bit so when my arms are straight. One line from where the attachment is until my hips. 10. That's the goal. Breathe deeply. 9. Hips are square as they can be. 8. Press both heel bones to the floor. 7. Shoulder blades draw together. 6. Elbows still transfer in space in front of you. 5. They can go out to the side markedly. 4. But again, it's just a bit more aggressive on your shoulder girdle. 3. Easy, gentle. Pull the shoulder blades down and together. 2. One more time. Again, down together every time. 1. And stand tall. Here's our last round already. It goes by so fast. Oh, you want to do something sit different here? Okay. I'll do 5 like this. Sorry, band above me. Now, as I push the arms forward, I'm going to bring that back foot forward, knee up to my chest, or foot on the floor combination. And then step back and lunge. Again, push and drive. 4. Whoo, and then return. Great job. Drive with their balance. 3. Try not to sink into the hip over to the side. You just stay like a column. 2. 1 long line from the foot to the crown of your head. 1. I'm going to switch my legs here. Here we go. 5. Woo. Easy. Shoulder and elbows go back. 4. You don't have elbow blades. Breathe deeply. Push. 3. Fantastic. Take a break as you need to. Drive it out there. 2. One more time. Hey, Tony, thanks a lot. Push and drive out. 1. You got it. Return. I'm going to switch, right? Switch the arm position. Switch the legs. Here we go. Push to stand. 5. Take your time. Bend behind you. Great. Push and drive. 4. Take your time. Breaks your rate. Elbow shoulders go back. Push. 3. Nice and tall. Easy control. Push, press. 2. Action job. One more time. Again. Push, press. Yeah. Return. Again. Closer to the attachments. Easier. Further away from the wall behind you or the door, whatever you're using, is more challenging. 5. Take your time. Bend to return. Push and drive. 4. Good, everyone. Control, drive. 3. Excellent job there. Easy. Press, reach. 2. Make sure in the middle between the band, center, left or right. 1. Yeah, very, very invigorating. Oh, you want to try a squat stance on one leg? I like that. So let's find our squat stance and have one foot in the air. You can tap the floor as you need to. Pull it to you. 5. Like a little balance here. How nice. 4. Keep reaching back through your tailbone. 3. Shoulder blades draw down together every time. 2. You got it. Easy. Yeah, we're going to switch your legs there. Here we go. 5. Woo. Easy breathe. 4 for that one-legged squat stance. Very nice, everyone. 3. Make sure your hip is not sinking way out to the side. 2. Look down where your chest is pointing. 1. Return. Stand tall. Switch the arms. Switch the legs. That was really great. So on 2 legs, find that squat stance. Reach 1 foot behind you on the floor, off the floor, or tap. Pull it together. 5. So legs draw together every time. 4. Good one. Pull together and squeeze. 3. Navel towards your heart the whole time. 2. Really good job. Easy. Pull. 2 feet down. Switch the legs. Here we go. 5. Take your time. Sit bones. Reach back. 4. One long line from the top. 3. To the hips. Breathe deeply. 2. Excellent work there. 1. Return the arms and stand tall. Excellent work. I hope you enjoyed that sense of differential resistance training with the arms having slightly different weight loads. You can feel how your torso works differently side to side, and it's subtle, but it really transfers into life quite naturally, right? We don't lift things that are evenly weighted all the time. In life, we often lift things or pull things or press things that have a differential weight or they're unevenly shaped, things like that. And again, you cannot practice your squatting patterns enough in your life so long as your joints have no pain. If they do have difficulty making squat patterns, make the range of motion smaller until you have no pain. You can practice over time into deeper range of motions only if you stay within a pain-free range of motion always. I hope you enjoyed this. My name is Eric. This is Nucleus Strength. I look forward to getting stronger with you in the future. Yours in good health. Take care.